What's up, you guys? Another quick video. This is how I went from 0 to 6 figures a year in my business and what worked for me personally. There's obviously many ways to do it, but my main business model was or is creative finance and wholesaling. We do like the BRRRR strategy, or we'll do flips, but that's kind of the main business model on how I make my income. And what actually worked for me was I took what I learned from being an acquisition rep from the person I worked for, and I just applied it to my own business. So what we did is it's a lot of the agent model. We don't do really too much direct to seller stuff. And I'm good with that for now. Like, I think working with agents to get deals is very good in the beginning, especially when you don't have money to like market and stuff. So I went that route. And so the business models I have in my CRM, we have automations to where we'll find a house on whatever Zillow, whatever it is, and if it's a good house that is good for a creative finance offer, seller finance or whatever it is, we'll we'll add the agent's info and we'll put them in the automation, and it'll be like a creative offer automation. So it'll send them a text and say, hey, is your seller open to this offer? And you just basically do that a whole bunch of times to create your leads. So that would be lead generating. And as a solopreneur, I have to do all of this, right? So my time is in lead generating. So I do that a whole bunch of times until when an agent responds, say, hey, my seller potentially might be interested. Can you give me more details? And so I would move them to open to creative offer automation, and we would look at the property. Then we would do our due diligence to see, is this a good rental? It's turnkey, upgraded. If we bought it on seller finance, it would be perfect, good cash flow, whatever it is. So we get an offer ready for them, and then we basically send the offer. I'd send the offer over to the agent, and then I would move them to the made offer in my CRM, and then I would move on to the next lead. Oh, you're potentially open to it. Cool, boom, boom, boom. And so we do that, whatever offer it was. If it got accepted, we got the contract signed, opened escrow, and then we would continue with the deal. We'd make money upfront as an upfront credit on these deals, 10K to 20K, whatever it was. So that's kind of how my business model worked in creative finance. And the wholesale aspect of it is same thing, direct to agent model, but asking for flip deals, or deals that need more value add to, I could fix up and refinance in my portfolio, because we'll buy those too. So it's kind of the same model, just like different offers. So like a creative offer, I'll reach out to agents about this one. This house is good for a creative offer. Or I'll reach out to agents and say, hey, do you have anything that I could look at? I'm looking to buy a home to flip or whatever it is. And we just basically get their information, build a relationship, give them a call here and there and say, hey, you got anything I could take a look at? And you build leads from that model. So that's how we're doing deals. And like I said, same kind of model, just leveraging agents. So like for both of these, you can go direct to seller. It costs more because you got to pay for the lists, you got to pay for the skip tracing, and if you're gonna mass text or cold call, you probably need a dialer. So just a little few more costs there. Not too crazy. You could do it, but until I have more reserves stacked up, I think I'm gonna make the model in the agent model a lot more consistent, and then I'll switch over to direct to seller marketing to do both of them. But yeah, that's how, like I said, the model we run this year in 2026. We're looking to do a lot more wholesale than we are creative finance, because creative finance, we like, that's us adding rentals to our portfolio with the creative finance. And I don't want to keep adding on debt and just the things that come with owning rentals and stuff like that. You know, it's not just you're rich all of a sudden. Like, you know, you have to fix toilets, property managers, all this stuff. So we're focusing more on wholesale this year and flips and the burst strategy. I'll do that too, like I said. But yeah, that's what we're focusing on this year. And we're just being consistent, disciplined in our work, and that's how you create a business in real estate. I mean, it's not that hard. It's honestly very simple, but it takes a lot of work of doing the same thing over and over, getting rejected over and over. But yeah, that's kind of the foundation business model that we run. And if you can look at the other video about our goals, we're looking to do multiple six figures this year. So hopefully we can do that. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.